The tariff war nobody saw coming. How the US just pushed the world towards Bitcoin. What happens when a leader redraws the global economy and threatens war in the same week? On April 2nd, 2025, President Trump launched the most aggressive economic move in recent history. Reciprocal tariffs on 185 countries. The same day, 2.5 trillion wiped off the US market. The same day, S&P entered correction territory. The same day, gold hit $3,200. And the same day, Bitcoin spiked, then retraced, but stayed strong. But this isn't just about tariffs. Trump also threatened military strikes on Iran and new energy tariffs on Russia. The world is shifting, and right in the eyes of the storm, Bitcoin. But here's the twist. As markets panic and dump risk, the FDIC, yes, the US banking regulatory, just gave banks the green lights to engage with crypto, no prior approval needed. Bitcoin mining giants are raising billions to stack more BTC. So, is this chaos by design? Is Bitcoin becoming the lifeboat in the collapsing system? Or is this just the start of a financial war no one prepared for? Stay with me. We're going deep, and I promise by the end of this video, you will see everything differently. Trump didn't just raise tariffs, he imposed a 10% baseline on all imports, then added a reciprocal tariff. If another country charged the US 60%, we hit back with 10% plus 30%. Here's how it shook out. China 34%, Vietnam 46%, Japan 24%, EU 20%. Markets instantly collapsed. Nasdaq futures flipped from plus 400 to minus 500. S&P entered correction, Bitcoin dumped to 88k, then pulled back to 84k. Gold broke all-time high. This was the fastest tariff in history. Let's talk about Vietnam, because this country tells the real story. Vietnam didn't hurt the US. They didn't apply 90% tariff. They worked. They manufacture, they export. 30% of their GDP comes from the US export. Nike, Lululemon, Samsung all rely on Vietnam. Their people work 12-hour shifts in factories for minimal pay. Yet Trump's new tariff maths assume Vietnam charges 90%, even though their real tariff is only 9.4%. Why? Because the US is using made-up formula. Trade deficits divided by exports equal proxy tariff. It's fiction, and it's pushing people who already have so little. As Bilaji says, Vietnamese women are grinding in factories to produce our Nikes, and Uncle Sam sends them printed money in return, because the dollar is the world's reserve currency. America prints trillions and the rest of the world has to absorb it. This is the hidden tax of dollar hegemony. But now other countries are waking up. They're building alternatives, forming alliances, and most importantly, dumping dollars. Is Trump intentionally boosting Bitcoin? Let's look at the signal. The FDIC just removed barriers for banks to use crypto. Wall Street is tokenizing collaterals via DTCC. Bitcoin mining firms are raising billions. Institutional inflows are up. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink just said the quiet part out loud. If the US can't manage its debt, Bitcoin could replace the dollar. This isn't a meme. It's the next monetary chapter, and it's being written in real time. Now, let's be honest. Trump might not be trying to pump Bitcoin. He may genuinely want to restore America's manufacturing and sees global trade as unfair. He's playing the long game. But here's the risk. Tariffs equal short-term revenue. Tax cuts equal vote love. But together equal inflation plus supply shocks. Now, retaliation equal global isolation. And no one wants to hold a dollar that's losing power. If this continues, we could see global de-dollarization, currency blocks forming, recession at home, Bitcoin rising as a non-state store of value. And this is why Bitcoin was created. No borders, no governments, no tariffs, no inflation controls. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about trade wars. It doesn't pick sides. It exists finite, secure, neutral. If this moment proves anything, it's that Bitcoin isn't just speculation, it's optionality. And in a world where trust is breaking, options are power. So here's what's most likely to happen. Tariffs will be negotiated down. They're a starting point, not a final pay. Markets will stay volatile. Uncertainty equal opportunity for those paying attention. And Bitcoin will decouple slowly, then suddenly, as people realize it has no exposure to this chaos. The US may win or lose economically, but the dollar reign, it's officially being challenged. So what do? Stack knowledge, stay sovereign, own assets that can be printed. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is this a Bitcoin power play or an American reset? Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so, because the world is changing fast and you deserve to stay ahead. I'm Lamia, and this is your edge in a world that's losing control. Stay sharp, stay free, and I see you in the next one.